because I was thinking of maybe getting a third one. This is a 2015 H2. The H2, man, the OG, we're back. A little cold start.
Oh man, I missed the H2. That's funny, because Stickers over here just mentioned it. We just filmed, if you haven't watched the last video, we just filmed a video with Extrenta and my OG 1100 factory that he bought. And it's funny because he bought my 1100 factory about a little over a year ago, and now this year he bought my Fireblade, which we're gonna go see now and film a third video where I ride the OG Aprilia and he rides a new Fireblade that he also bought from me. So I love that. One day we should do a reunion with all my new bikes and the two OGs, Aprilia and the Fireblade, all of them together. That'd be cool. But yeah, he was mentioning that I went from my tallest bike track, super stiff suspension, to my only bike that is very lowered, that also has really soft suspension and all that because it's more fun. Okay. It's been a while. I forgot how fun this bike feels. That little flutter and everything. I heard it, I was like, oh, hello there. The HR doesn't sound the same. It doesn't have that whistle. It has like a flutter but not whistle. What in the heck is that? But yeah, this thing still needs, I mean, all of my bikes at this point are getting slightly older and they need some maintenance. This thing needs still the new clutch, because this clutch is slipping, as well as the forks are kind of like messed up. I have a minor fork seal leak. But yeah, we're taking it to Mullen Motorsports today. Hey, the quality, let's go. It feels good to be back on this thing. The suspension on it feels good, you know, the ride high, all of that. It's just so kind of comfortable. Now, it's crazy to say that the H is comfortable after riding the Extrenta. That being said, as soon as I felt those front brakes, I was like, oh my god, these are not existent. Because in comparison to the Extrenta, where I was just praising how good the brakes are and everything, this feels like horrible. They're so squishy, no stopping power. It's so hard to compare when you have, you know, the track bike like the Extrenta and the HP4 Race, which have some of the nicest calipers and nicest rotors and the nicest masters. It really makes a huge difference when it comes to stopping. This thing is like a bolt right now. That's what it feels like. It's a lot, probably about 100 pounds heavier than the Extrenta, so it just feels so kind of sturdy and stable and just like unbothered by speed and wind. Yeah, I definitely missed it. That's the thing. I want to like build the HOR, since that's kind of like my all-time favorite bike. I want to build it to have some of the characters that the H2 have when it comes to throttle response and all that. That's one of the main things I really want to fix on that, is the throttle response. The throttle response on this has been dialed and it feels a million times better than the H2R. It just, as soon as I'm on the throttle, the power is right there. And I get why they do a safety thing where, you know, there's a slight delay, but I don't like that. I'm used to the bikes, you know, having power right away. I'm not a new rider, you know, I put tens of thousands of miles on these bikes. So I definitely want to make that throttle, you know, perfect on the H2R. That's, I feel like, one of the first things I need to do. And then take some of the stuff from the Extrenta and the HP4 Race, aka, not directly take it from them, but, you know, like, I'm inspired by those different bikes to build the ultimate crazy bike, because the H2R has the craziest engine, hands down. You know, none of the bikes can compare to the power of the H2R. I mean, you're talking about, the Extrenta is insanely powerful at 230 horsepower, but the H2R has 360. That doesn't even make sense. It has an extra 140 horsepower. It's pretty much like an extra 600cc engine, even more on that. on top of the power of the X-Trenta. So when it comes to power, the H2s and H2R is like just unreal. So I just need to kind of like make her as light as possible, which is why we did the full carbon build on it. And I'm also debating, I've talked about it in the last couple of videos, I'm debating deleting one of the front rotors. Just that, I'm not deleting the entire rear, I'm not keeping just one front. So I'm gonna keep one front, one rear. A little bit because to make it lighter, the front rotors are pretty heavy. And also primarily because of the green carbon wheels, I think it'll be a really nice look to not have a huge front rotor covering them. Do that and then upgrade the Masters for that front, so that front ends up feeling, even though it's just one, it's going to feel way better with way more stopping power, because then I'll have like an upgraded rotor, which I have already, but they don't fit my current Masters and my current calipers. So, you know, get a better caliper, but it'll also be a waste to just get two calipers and only have one of them on. But it also would make sense, you know, do the calipers and the Masters, and we already have the rotors, and then that bike should stop as good as it accelerates. So I feel like that's an exciting thing. Or at least start maybe with the rear, since I'm deleting the fronts. Start with the rear caliper and rotor setup. So yeah, I feel like I've tried to do all those. This is probably, you know, maybe tune the suspension a little bit better for the H2R. And at that point, I feel like I should build, like, you know, the ultimate Superbike. A bike where it has all the power I can own. Oh my god, these front brakes are horrible. You really need to use like front and rear on this bike, especially because this is my heaviest bike, obviously. The H2s are rated at 525 pounds. You know, with all the mods I've done to it in the carbon, maybe this thing is at 500. One day, we're gonna buy the motorcycle scale. I just have so many things I want to buy. And for those that haven't been following up, I recently got into a new hobby, which is pew pew. I'm not gonna say what, but pew pew. Yeah, those. Because apparently if I say that word, it could affect my... Hello there, camo. It could affect the algorithm, and the algorithm doesn't hate it. And I've noticed that I put a clip of some pew pew on one of my videos, even though it's like a few second clip, it kind of almost shadow banned me. So I want to talk about that, but yeah, that's gonna be on my second channel. Go follow my second channel. It's gonna be the top in the description, and I'll just put the channel right here actually for you guys too. Woo! Still love the way this bike feels, especially the upshifts, which GP shift, so I'm pressing down, but still that feel of just like pressing it just like butter, and it gives you that nice pop. It's beautiful. The OG baby is getting a little bit more mods today, so we're gonna talk with the Molly boys, and I should be able to talk to you guys about the new project, which if we do reveal it, then I have an entire video that I filmed with them that is gonna come out before this. So yeah, I'm excited for this final touch that we were supposed to add on last time when I filmed that project, but we were missing a part. Plus it was getting extremely late anyway, so, you know, finally the part came in. We're gonna go with the Molly boys, and like I said, then later on in a different video for you guys, I'm gonna be riding this beautiful RSV4. I forgot how she rides, you know what I mean? I remember it being amazing and sounding amazing and all that, but he also changed the quick shifter to a MotoGP style quick shifter, so it should feel a lot better. He said it's night and day difference, so I'm definitely excited to try that out. Yeah, and he's gonna be on his brand new Fireblade, which is my old baby, so all that is gonna be exciting. But yeah, we'll talk about that in the next video. This throttle is so like twitchy. I get why the H2R has that little puffer thing, because like when you're riding one hand and you go over bumps, it's just like it's just like that, but unintentionally, just because it's so sensitive and so powerful. Holy, I forgot how hard this bike pulls. This thing is fast, man. I forgot that because it's also lower, you can just, you know, pull, and it pulls harder. I don't know, man. I've always told you guys that I'm not really pro for stretching bikes, but maybe if we ever do a crazy build, I might do a minor stretch on it. Still one of my favorite bikes to ride. Breaking necks from miles away. Oh, it's open. What the hell? Why is there an H2 right there? Who that? I was just talking about, you know, a third H2. Do I build on it? Let's see if I can fit through here. I have good turn radius because I don't know how, but I made it work. And I'm on K2? What the? They have all the fun toys in here.
Hola. Did you guys hear me coming? Yeah. A mile down the street. That's how I like it. All the upgrades. This place is looking spicy. I haven't even been gone that long.
Oh yeah, the flooring. Yeah, we put the flooring in, and then we got another lift.
I see that. It looks way nicer now. Way more organized. I like it.
You see this thing or what?
Dude, I'm seeing a lot of things. First of all, there's an H2 outside.
Yeah.
Is that a customer or?
It's coming on consignment. Yeah.
Ah, consignment. And then I see an R1M and I see a new M1000. Is this one for sale too, or?
It is, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
The only thing that I would like sit on it, the seat.
Pause.
For me too, like it
Pause.
hits your inner thigh.
You know, no, I feel like I've ridden them. Yeah.
Oh, you have even
Yeah.
the newer one?
Yeah.
Why did they make the seat like that though?
Yeah. It just, you sit taller, so it's better. But a lot of people, what they do is they go back to the seat before from my gen. So they take this off and, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because we're taller, we're okay, we can manage, but shorter people are like, we can't. Like it's, you know. It's the same comfort-wise, this one and the last one. This one is just like taller and slightly wider. Sup, Simon? How you doing? Not bad.
Inner thigh, if you're granted that this is a track bike, it's not really meant to be ridden on the street, but
Is it though? Is it though? I think we've gotten to a new level of track bike, so. What's up? Been a minute. Congrats on the upgrades. Looks way nicer. Looks way nicer. Yeah, the flooring and the lifts and all that and the tables. I like it.
It's more space, you know?
Picasso, I like it.
But then again, it's a race bike. You know, I'm sure at the track it's good.
not
But
this full. Look at this.
I feel like you triggered in the comments.
Yeah.
You buy the extra to HP4, take it to the track, bro. Take it to the track. We'll prove them wrong though. We'll get a track day going when I'm done building this one.
Next month I might be doing one. I got invited by a couple people to go. I don't know when.
It's gonna be hot though.
I know, that's the problem.
Way too hot. Like,
So there's, I might be doing 2 or 3 track days.
Yeah.
One of them, I got invited by Yamaha
Okay.
to do a private track day in Sonoma.
Okay. That's in the bay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be nicer. That's all the way in September. Let's do a little tour. We already saw the H2 consignment, right? How much?
That one's coming in. What is that?
Is it newer? It's newer than
It was brand
Yeah.
new. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was brand new. It was a 20.
Let's go check it out. Yeah, so the 2020 Plus are the ones with the updated dash.
Yeah, 2020 plus. Yeah, and then in 18 they changed it. The mirror on this one broke when he was riding it.
I was gonna say, what happened to the mirror?
He said he clipped something. So we're
Something, right?
I know.
How many miles does it have?
It's less than 500.
Oh,
He brought it to us when it was brand new. He bought it brand new and he just wanted to consign it. And then he's like, you know what, I actually want to ride it. So he put the Van Diemen on, rode it around for like 500-600 miles. And
Yeah.
Like, all right, I just want to sell it now. So
how much is he looking for it?
brand new, it's gonna be listed around like 40, like high 30s.
Oh, okay.
40, yeah.
Never mind. Because I was thinking of maybe getting a third one. I was like, you know, if there's ever one for like a good deal, then I'll do it. But that's like,
Yeah, no, this is top.
I'd rather get a brand new one at this point. There's another R1M there. There's my year R1M here. The M1K. Wait. How much is this M1K?
That's gonna be in the mid 30s.
Hussein.
I don't know. Yeah, do you want to still looking for one?
I'm pretty sure that's perfect for him. You guys know him, my boy on the V4 SP. He's been wanting this forever, so this is kind of perfect. We'll see how many miles on it and all that, but it's all he wanted. It's like perfect. And it already has headers, I see. No muffler for whatever reason, maybe. Oh, these are the mufflers right here. Maybe they're swapping them, but it already has headers, which is already huge. That's kind of all you need. Man, the R1M, all the fun toys. Teeves V4. There's another V4R. Wow. A lot of fun toys here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is sick. This is sick. Look, a lot has happened. I've only been gone for like a few weeks. Oh, this is the one I was looking at. I'm surprised this is still here. I'm not gonna lie. And not wait. This is a 2015 H2. Yo, this is the original. This is for sale?
Yeah.
This is the original H2. This is like mine. Those are like really hard.
The black.
Yeah, the OEM black chrome. Wait, and this has 2,000 miles?
Yeah.
How much is this going for? How much you guys selling this for?
We just shined.
No, you do not need the third one you were talking about.
What is this one going for?
Hands off the bike, buddy.
He's looking for the third
I'm
one.
trying to keep this one. It's a
Okay.
2015.
That's why. It's the only one. Those are hard.
2,000 original miles.
I know, I saw.
I'm gonna try to keep this one because I feel like
Okay.
these are gonna.
So you're keeping it for sure?
I'm trying to, yeah.
I like the analog on it though. The analog is compared to the new one.
I know.
Are you? Because there's a big difference.
I'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, if you're not trying, how much would you sell it for?
This will take all of every bike that we wanted to keep
I
is
know.
taking it from us.
Well, hold on. First of all, I wasn't even looking for the H2R. You hit me up and you're like, by the way,
No, you hit me up. You said if
Nuh-uh.
you want to
Yeah,
sell it, let
when
me
you
know.
came here, I remember.
oh, that's true. Okay, that's true. When you first got it.
You can't get an H2R, so that was the bike after we sold them. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I want
Yeah.
to keep something in the collection.
See,
Keep buying up all of our stuff.
but I told you if you ever wanted.
Yeah.
You didn't have to. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're
So that's
joking.
what I'm saying. Like with this one, like I don't have to sell. I'm kind of like
Yeah.
in between, you know.
I like this setup as it is right here. Is that for sale too? That's new.
V4R is new. This one is sold. So this one was sold.
SP2.
SP2 sold. This is a V4R.
Yeah, I see this is nicely done up.
Yeah, he upgraded all the cylinders, master cylinder. Because you know how hard the clutch is.
Yeah.
Dude, this clutch on the RCS 6.
No, these are good masters. They're not my favorite, but they're good.
No, dude, it's so
But-
buttery smooth.
Does it have good bite? Oh yeah, that's actually
Feel the clutch.
it's not bad at all.
The clutch is so. I stalled it in front of him. He's like, oh yeah, here. I stalled it in front. I'm like, dude, the clutch is so fucking.
You don't ride, that's why, man.
Yeah. So,
He's like, yeah.
I was like,
No, but I see the Alcasado.
yeah, he upgraded the calipers. Yeah, most guys
Yeah.
kind of leave the Brembos on there, but.
No, they're kind of shit. This is the better stuff. So
Yeah, full Acura undertail.
I know
Racing. It's
all the nice carbon from CNC Racing. He has no. This is really tastefully done. This is like a build I would do. So that's why I'm like, you know, or at least the start of it. I would go a lot crazier, but the start of it. This is a setup. How much is a V4R going for?
V4R, I think is listed at like 45.
45. That's actually not bad at all. For
Yeah, I mean the exhaust. alone
that's
is
10K.
10,
Yeah, that's
10
10K. We gotta let the people know. You know what I mean? This is a good deal. I don't think that's a good deal for 30. I mean, it's not bad.
Well, 30 is a price where it's like if you want to pay it, pay it. It's not.
Ah,
stupid. It's
okay,
not-
okay.
If I wanted to move it, then yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
If
okay.
I want to move it, but like I said, I kind of want to keep it, bro.
No, I'm happy with that. I like to. It's just because it's sentimental to me. That's why. That's the only reason. Like it's at 15.
Exactly. I know.
Yeah.
The second I got this, I was like, no fuck.
But also realistically, like if I wanted a third one, as much as I love this, it's like technically exactly what I have. Just this is very modified. I really wanted to either get a silver frame one, or one of the newer ones with a new dash, because something different from what I have. So
Yeah, it's the exact same.
it makes more sense. But
Your first year.
yeah, but please keep it. Do you want a carbon tank since you're not gonna ride it? Because since my tank is dented, you know. But no, keep it as is.
I'll keep it. Yeah. It's just like
I would just delete the mirrors, please, and the tail tidy.
with what?
Just do block offs.
Block offs on.
Yeah, do block offs with the tail tidy and the deflectors. You know the little the standard stuff, and just keep it as is. Maybe put like the grips on it with like a light green. You know the cheap stuff.
I know. Yeah. I know what you're talking
Just to make it look like a showpiece and just keep it. I would 100% do that. Like the OGH2.
about. Well, here. It came with the book. Did yours come with the book?
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that? Oh, you have a book as well.
I have everything.
Dude, it has like the.
A book, the shirt, the USB. I have everything.
Only on the first year H.
First gen.
You have it already.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, when I saw it, I'm like,
So that's why when I got the H2R from you guys, I thought it should come with something like that. Because I thought that it's the R, you know what I mean? Because the HP4 race definitely, yeah, the HP4 race definitely does, but the guy probably kept him with HP4 race. But I got a bunch of stuff with the Extrenta, like a lot of stuff. You know, the matched stand, the purple stand. I got like a big mat. I got like a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it was like a whole. Usually the special bikes come with that. Same thing with the Super Veloce. But yeah, I guess it's just the first OG H2. God dang, scoops that big.
The bike has 70 miles when we got it.
70 miles? And it's sold, right? This one's gone.
Yeah, we sold it to a law firm out in Orange County.
I see. I see. No, this is a nice setup too. It's a lot more stock than this, but still I like it. That's the thing. All of these bikes come almost good out of the box. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then like you see this and it looks perfect, then you put it next to mine, you're like, hold on a sec. It's like night and day. There's so much there's always a ton you can do, but you don't need to. You never need to. It's just extra. But I do like how this guy did this. But with both of them, I like the SP1 and the original V4R better. I still stand behind that. I think that body style, the OG body styles are my favorite.
We sold that.
Really?
We sold it. Remember that?
Oh!
Project? It's sold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out to Kentucky.
Kentucky. Congrats whoever bought it. That bike was haunting me for years, dude.
No, dude, it was a sick.
For years, it just stuck around, and it was very tempting. I feel like if I get another Ducati, it has to be like a super leg or something like that. So it doesn't make sense.
What I want to collect is H2. I want an 1199 super leg so bad.
Yeah, that's a sick
I
one.
want that bike so
That's a sick one. I feel like that fits you a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's your track bike, that color and all that.
Exactly. It's like the holy grail.
Yeah,
Dude, they're bringing stupid money.
yeah,
Like over 40 G still.
yeah. I believe it. The 1299, that was supposed to be my next bike beside instead of the Extrenta,
Yeah.
but I just heard so many bad stories about it. If you actually are gonna ride it, like the swing arm twisting because it's carbon from all the torque,
Yeah, I thought the
and you can't get them.
1199 was full, carbon frame.
No, no, no. The 1199 is better, but it doesn't. I've ridden one. It doesn't ride as. So if you want to get it because of what it is,
That's
it's.
what I want. I just
If
love
that's the
that
case,
body style.
worth it. But if you're getting it to ride it, expecting something like wow, it's really not that at all. So, but yeah, it's still sick. You know, as a collector piece, it's still sick. But the 1299 is supposed to be like one of the craziest Ducatis ever built. 1299 Super Leg.
Yeah.
So I really wanted that. It just like people are like the engine problems, the swing arm problems. So they're like the way, you know, I'm actually gonna ride it and take to events and, you know, do pulls and stuff. Not the best. Not the best. SB2 V4R M1K OG H2. I like this a lot. It's a very clean setup. But I'm gonna tell them they need to get instead of these ropes, they need to get like the movie ones, kind of like the gold with the red velvet instead of these. I think it'll look nicer. Yeah, it's riding season. They're stacked up. Look at that. Tuono. I remember when I rode one, and that was the first time I tried the GP22 exhaust on it. Insane. The Supra. Holy. I was like, oh, it's just a Supra. Then I saw the turbo and I saw the wheels, and I was like, hold on.
I was like, is it a fake bead block? You know, it's on like first mod, but no. It needs a bead block.
Is this walking your Tesla or what?
How much is it pushing?
No.
It's right now it's like detuned to like 750, but it can push over
Bruh.
1,000.
No. Because it's still rear wheel.
And what the problem is,
No.
so you'll get the
He hasn't seen what I put on my Tesla, too.
Oh.
I put carbon wheels on it.
Did you? What the fuck? They won't crack or anything because all that power and torque?
It's BST. I'll bring it over soon. You'll see it. I mean, I didn't do anything crazy. Obviously, the car is so heavy and all. But theoretically, I mean, it's 305s in the rear, so that's a lot of wheel to be full carbon. You know, so I'm pretty sure. Bunch of S1Ks. A lot of fun stuff. Oh, that's a unique color. OG 2014 R1. This is actually very clean for over a decade old. 11 years old, and it looks this clean. I like it. Another R1M. Oh. V4S with a full acro. Yeah, a lot of fun toys. That's Chase's R8. You guys know him. H2 Busa guy. Selling his R8, unfortunately. What a beautiful car. And then, for our third video, today's the day. This is a pretty cool S1K. I like the colors. Clear clutch. SC Project. This is nicely done. Nice carbon. Those look a little, but that's pretty much it. Needs more carbon here, and this thing will be. Yo, Simon, did you guys find the carbon piece for this that we're gonna install? Okay, let me ask Serhin. It's this piece. Remember, we were missing it from last time, so that's what we're gonna be installing today. Just the Center carbon piece. Yeah, let me find him and see. Yeah, because it goes all the way to the bottom here, and my bottom is all scratched up from all the rocks. It's always rocks flying, and they get stuck here. So it's gonna look nice with this piece too. Yeah, that's why it's all fucked up like this, because they stay there. So, you know, but this is gonna be full carbon now in the center, and we're keeping, this is carbon, and we're keeping the side like the chrome with the Ninja H2. Looks nice. Yeah, today was the first time I ride it in the sun. Because last time we rode and it was at night, so you didn't really... No, I'm riding the new bike, the Aprilia. The Extrenta. Yeah, that's a sick bike. I'll bring it over. You guys need to check it out. Especially when I put the exhaust, I'll bring her over. That's a special bike. It's one of my favorite to ride, to be honest. Not yet. It came with the full system. Yeah, it came with the full system because it's also a track bike. But I'm still putting the GP22 exhaust. I don't know if you know about that exhaust. It's, yeah, there's that smile, he knows. So, and they make a special one for that bike, for the Extrenta. So.
You need to take out the radiator.
No, it already has a full system.
Oh, but you not change the full system again?
No, I'm just changing the GP22.
Okay.
Yeah, because it already has the full titanium headers from, you know, the SC ones. So all I'm changing is just this. No, what? I mean, there's no upgrade. I already have the best ones. But, I mean, technically, even the SC that it comes with, the big one, is better for performance. You know, a little more back pressure, but I'm okay with losing 1 or maybe 2 horsepower to make it sound.
But fuck it, your top speed is going up.
Really? I thought it's the other way around.
If you air is going to easy,
Yeah.
your horsepower is going down,
Mhm.
but top speed going up.
Interesting. Why? I thought it was the other way around because it has more back pressure in high up.
Need a compressor the inside the exhaust. If you have the inside the compressor, the horsepower going up.
Learned something new today. So we might lose like a little horsepower, probably like 1 or 2, I think.
2, 3, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just call it at like,
Top speed going up.
I'm all about top speed, so perfect. And we're gonna save weight,
Yeah.
a lot of weight. That big muffler is huge.
Yeah, big muffler, I don't like it.
I don't like, it's too quiet. It's too quiet, but it shoots big flames. I'll show you a video. I didn't know that. It shoots, like bone stock shoots big flames.
I changed it this way. I have the two, but it's shooting this much fire yesterday.
Jixers, man. Jixers.
Normally, I don't like a jigsaw. I always looking the trash bike, but
Yeah. Nah, they're still decent. For the money, they're good bikes.
yeah,
You know?
Jigsaw 1000 is so fast.
Yeah, they're fast. They got the power. Yo, do you know where the carbon piece is? The tail? That's why this is here. Sorry guys, but I'm doing this for the thumbnail. New Superbike Shopping. There is the piece that's gonna get installed today. Since I couldn't talk about it last time, but I mean the video would have been already revealed and you guys would know. So Corsa Carbon, the new carbon company. So yeah, this is gonna go right here. Alrighty. I just saw this exhaust graveyard as I said that. I like it because I have something similar. All the nice bikes come with, you know, Acras and all that. And I always take them off. And same thing with the Extrenta. I'm taking off the big SC to throw on the GB22. That's when I'll bring the bike over because you guys need to check it out. That bike is literally the definition of aura. When you see it, it's like, whoa. So, yeah. Done. Installed the piece. Look at that. My biggest concern was the fitment with the lights because I've seen a lot of H2s with that piece. And usually the fitment back here, like the lights sag too far and there's a big gap from behind, which I never liked, especially when riding with these other H2s. So we made it work. There's a couple fitment things that we worked on right here. Usually these are push rivets. We put bolts instead because the carbon tab was a little further out. And yeah, the only minor inconvenience I had is this little gap is slightly bigger than it used to be. But like I said, I want to be as honest about this with you guys. But hey, it's carbon. It's not like too big of a deal that I'm like really bothered by it. But I would also like to point it out because I did notice it. So yeah. There she is, full carbon tail. I think I really like this design with the carbon cushion, the carbon, like full carbon, and this side is like the flat chrome with the Ninja H2, and I even have the lower carbon piece right here as well. So this is very carboned out. Corsa Carbon, Instagram is going to be right here. So these videos, we decided that we are announcing the company It's hard. You guys are, I actually have comments almost every video asking about, because we're doing a special project with H2 and you guys and all that, and people are asking about it. So, you know, it's officially time. Revealed it. Go follow the Instagram. Hopefully we'll be launching within a month or so. And we just talked about it, talked about details. And yeah, this is going to be the new carbon company. Well, obviously you guys saw the previous video when we did the full install. So you guys already know about it. This is going to come after it, completing that install. And yeah, there she is. Now the H2 is pretty much complete. There's nothing else coming for this. But we also, just today, we placed the order for... Maybe. So we're getting the other one. It's low-key growing on me. Because like I said, I never really see through it. And also when I do my mobs, I don't have to blur anything because you can't really see it with the camera anymore. So I'm kind of like, it works out, low-key. Yeah. Or maybe we'll do a giveaway. Yeah, the H2R has a different setup. So unfortunately it won't fit. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That would be dope. Sign it.
Yeah, maybe at the meet. That's a good idea. Yeah, either if I decide to keep this one, then I'll keep this one. If I put the other one on, then either one of them I'll sign it and we'll give it away at the meet. That'd be a cool thing, which we haven't really talked about. But yeah, we're going to be hosting a meet when everything is good and we're actually like full on launching. And I'm going to be bringing the H2 with all the new carbon from Corsa Carbon. We're also going to be bringing the H2R, which we ordered a couple more pieces with carbon for. And that bike, literally at that point, there's nothing else that could be carbon on it. Oh, also I want to talk to you about something. Whenever you guys are free, I got a carbon tank for it. I don't think that's going to be hard to install, just the tank. So whenever you guys have time, I'll bring it over. We do like a little install. Wait, why don't I? Nah, I want to separate it from the Corsa Carbon stuff. So we'll just do it whenever. The only problem with that tank is 1.5 gallons. Oh, so it's not, there's nothing really. Yeah. So I'm just going to do it, maybe keep it for a little bit, and then we'll switch it back to OEM because I can't ride with 1.5 gallons, bro. That's 25 miles.
Already, these are like 3-4 gallons. You lose so much, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, these are 4.5 gallons.
Get on the toll road and you'll instantly have to pull off and get gas.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, so 25 miles. So every 25 miles I need 2. It's a full carbon tank. Yeah, you'll see it. It's a custom tank and I put like my K logo design on it and everything. It's nice. It's really sick. It's just, I didn't really know the capacity until now. I knew it was smaller, but not that much smaller. Because like the OEM is 4.5. 4.5 to 1.5 is big. So yeah, anyways, before I get even more distracted, so the H2 is going to be at the meet. The H2R is going to be at the meet with the full added carbon. We're also got carbon for the Extrenta, so we're going to install that, and that's going to be at the meet too. And the announcement, I'll throw it for the people that stuck around till the end of the video. Alex's Fireblade, I'm just going to announce it, and we're doing a full forged carbon build. You guys know, ever since I got this bike, I've been wanting to do a full forged carbon build. And before I sell it, that was the plan. I was going to keep it and do a full forged carbon build, and that will be our Corsa Carbon kind of main bike. But then, you know, everything that happened, ended up selling this, selling the Rush, got the Extrenta and all that. So, luckily, Alex bought it. My second bike that you bought from me. I love that I put a lot of love, money, and effort into these with all the parts. So, I'm glad that you're getting the good bikes. Yeah, I mean, the nicely set up bikes. And now we're making it even better with full forged carbon from Corsa Carbon, my company. So, again, that's going to be insane. That's going to be insane. We have the full forged carbon Fireblade, the carbon H2, carbon H2R, and carbon, even more carbon on the Extrenta. And then we're going to have all of them together at the meet, which should be somewhere around June. So, you know, just so you guys have an idea when it's going to be around June, which is next month. And that will be the big meet revealing, hopefully, you know, Corsa Carbon. The website will be launched and everyone can get really good quality carbon fiber, as you guys can see. Yeah, so I'm very excited for it. And go follow Corsa Carbon. And now I'm going to film a separate video because I'm going to be riding the OG, the RSV4 1100 factory. And he's going to be riding the Fireblade because this is the first time that we link up and he's officially like full on the owner. Back then we were doing still the paperwork and waiting for payments and all that. But he already paid for it. Everything is done. So this is completely his bike and it's not mine at all right now. So yeah. This is the first time we do that, which will be the next video for you guys. So yeah, please drop a like, subscribe, go follow Corsa Carbon. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, ride safe.